Yo, it's your boy Jay Boogie back with another video today. Make sure you guys don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe under this channel or my YouTube channel. And if you watching this from TikTok, make sure you guys head to my YouTube channel right here and go subscribe and hit that subscribe button. And today I will be talking about the 2000s all-decade team, pretty much the first team, pretty much the top 5 best players by each position. So, at the point guard of the 2000s decade, I got no other than Jason Kidd. Seeing his highlights right here, pretty much Jason Kidd was an all-around point guard, a great defensive-minded point guard, had a great, intelligent, expandable IQ of the game of basketball, great passer, flashy passer, know how to get his teammates involved, and pretty much you've seen in his clip of how he really excelled at just setting up his teammates and know how to get his teammates into the right spots. And with Jason Kidd, pretty much he was an original Mr. Triple-Double, a strong, bulky build, 6'3", 6'4" point guard, well, really 6'3" point guard, and he was a great rebounder. He wasn't the greatest shooter until later in his years, until he got older. Let's put it that way. Until he got older. But Jason Kidd, I mean, you led the New Jersey Nets, a franchise that was going downhill, came to the New Jersey scene and led them to the back-to-back NBA Finals. Did not win any MVP like Steve Nash, back-to-back MVPs, but he carried a team like the Nets to his first back-to-back NBA Finals. And Jason Kidd, his accolades speak for himself, his numbers, and like I said, he was the first point guard to really can score, can rebound, and can defend, and can facilitate, all at very high levels in terms of just how he approaches the game. And Jason Kidd pretty much played with a lot of great players like the Vince Carters, played with Penny Hardaway during his Phoenix Suns days, and then eventually ended up playing with Dirk Nowitzki when he got traded to the Mavericks in 2008. But Jason Kidd was phenomenal in the 2000s, one of the greatest point guards to ever lived, top 5 point guard in my opinion. Jason Kidd deserves to be the all-team decade first team at that point guard position. You could put Steve Nash, some put Allen Iverson, but Allen Iverson honestly played shooting guard. But Jason Kidd got to be somebody's all-decade team, and it has to be first team in my opinion. Because Jason Kidd, what he did for the New Jersey Nets franchise in 2002 and 2003 was phenomenal, leading them to their back-to-back first NBA Finals appearances. Unfortunately, they got demolished in both finals, but to still carry that team the way he did, I mean, it was phenomenal. And then at the shooting guard, obviously, unanimous pick, no other than Kobe Bryant, Kobe Bean Bryant. Kobe Bryant was phenomenal, all in the 2000s, the three-peat, 2000, 2001, 2002, winning championships with Shaq. And then, the post-era of Shaq winning 2 more in 09 and 2010. Pretty much the end of the pretty much towards the end of 2000s, but with Kobe, seeing stats, see the accolades, I mean, Kobe was just him. I mean, you seen this clip, man. Dude had some incredible seasons in 2000s. He pretty much could have easily won 2 MVPs before the one he won in 2008. But Kobe Bryant, I mean, relentless mentality, great scorer, one of the best scorers we've ever seen in the NBA history, great mid-range scorer, one of the best finishers at the rim, one of the greatest dunkers, especially in-game dunkers. And Kobe Bryant was phenomenal in many ways, or aspects of the game. And then, like I said, defensively, this one, I think, in a 2000 All-Star Weekend, like I always mention, once he asked Gary Payne for defensive advice on how to be a better defender, since then, he has made consecutive all-defensive teams. And Kobe Bryant was just getting better defensively out the whole way throughout his career. And, pretty much, like I said, offensively, which is just as a hard worker of sharpening his skill set, especially, adding 3 ball, become more efficient in that department. And then, of course, the post fadeaways, the shimmies, the mid post. I mean, Kobe had it all offensively. He couldn't do no wrong. Except, of course, I'm saying he didn't pass the ball. But, I mean, he averaged a whoopee 5 assists. That's not bad. So, definitely Kobe deserves to be the shooting guard on this list for the all-decade team. And number 3 on the small forward, no other than LeBron King James. Seen his highlight, man. LeBron came to the scene in 2003 and the 2000s. Already had the biggest hype of that era for a rookie. And pretty much he exceeded those expectations. Just kept getting better throughout the years. He was just athletic monster. I mean, dude, if you want to talk about one-man fast break, I mean, hey, this first thing LeBron, this young prime LeBron, my goodness, you seen this clip, man, how athletic he was, finishing at the rim, posterizing, the powerful dunks. I mean, dude was just electrifying, was just entertaining during his first thing with the Cavaliers, and then just at the age of 22, leading the Cavaliers to their finals appearances. That 07 Cavaliers team was really mediocre to the fullest. I mean, but he did what he did in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Detroit Pistons, scoring 20-some points straight in the fourth quarter, leading to the W and making them head into his first NBA Finals appearances. And, and then winning MVP a couple seasons later. And, LeBron was just as great as anybody in the 2000s. And then at the small forward position, he pretty much became automatically the best small forward of that decade in the 2000s. So LeBron James, like I said, was his athletic monster freak. I mean, dude exceeded all the hype. Win Rookie of the Year. Some say could have been Melo, should have been Melo, but still had phenomenal rookie year. And then just making all NBA teams, endorsement deals and so forth. LeBron was just out of his mind. And then going on to the power forward, the 2000s all-decade team, no other than the fundamental himself, Tim freaking Duncan. Tim Duncan is one of the best defenders at his position, one of the best post players at his, one of the best post defenders at his position. I mean, Tim Duncan, playing that Greg Popovich system, I mean, he excelled. He took the opportunity, led Craig Popovich, teach him ways about the game and so forth. And Tim Duncan, we seen him, he was just basic, fundamentally sound. That famous left or right block backboard shot he always shoots. And then, Tim Duncan, like I said, one of the greatest rebounders at his position as well. But defensively, he was just as good as anybody. Great rim protector, great help defender, a good interior presence defensively. And Tim Duncan, man, winning championships, knocking out Kobe, getting his revenge on Kobe Bryant. I think it was the 2003 playoff, knocking them out of the playoffs after, Kobe and Shaq killing Tim Duncan and the Spurs so many times in the playoffs. And then, went to back-to-back MVPs in 2002 and 2003. And, pretty much Tim Duncan's resume, accolades speak for itself. I mean, fundamentally sound, just play the game his way, didn't do too much, and then defensively he was just as dangerous as anybody. Great rebounder, good rim protector, good shot blocker. And then no other than, at the 5, the most dominant big man of all time, no other than Shaquille O'Neal, the Diesel, Shaq. Man, pretty much, man, Shaq, right when 2000 hit, he just completely demolished everything that was in his way. Dominant. I think on his birthday, he put up a 60-point game. I mean, dude was just dominant that year in 2000, winning MVP. And then in 2000, pretty much Shaq was just the most dominant player of all time in that decade. Nobody could stop him in the post. Double team wouldn't work. He was just a brute in the paint. And then, of course, after that first championship, he made a few all-defensive teams. So Shaq really became at a point where he became a good two-way player, at his position. And Shaq numbers, accolades, stats, you see it, man, it's just phenomenal. And I feel like this all-decade team right here is goated in terms of by position. I don't think too many people won't disagree with this. Probably the point guard position. But the shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center position is automatically on lock And then special for Shaq, like I said, he was the most dominant center in the 2000s. You know what I mean? Nobody could really stop him except for himself, you know, but still, but Shaq was just as dominant as anybody. And then, you know, Shaq could have also had a few more MVPs under his belt. But that's my all-decade 2000s team, first team, 2000s all-decade team. That's my list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you like this video, like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever you gotta do. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting my channel. J Boogie is out.